We are back with the final analytical view from a filmmaking perspective of Disney's Moon Knight, because I just watched the final episode and I must say it is pretty interesting. They have a twist at the end that makes you want to see more, and just like I've said in previous videos, when you start out a video you don't have very long to capture someone's attention, to get them to keep watching, because attention spans of people are terrible nowadays. Let me silence my phone. And so you want to capture their attention to get them wanting to watch more. And the same thing when you're finishing a series or any video, really, you want the person to want to come back for more. And I think they did a good job of that. But that's not the topic we're covering today. We're going to be talking about colors in storytelling, because I've done it. I'm sure you've probably been there too, especially if you're new. You just pick up your camera, record whatever, and you think it looks great. Then you go back and watch it and it's like, oh, you know, some colors might clash. Maybe different actors' clothing doesn't look that great, because all we focus on is just trying to get a good shot, but don't realize, well, aside from just framing something right, getting the right depth of field makes a big difference. Lighting makes a huge difference. And then there comes clothing or your costumes, whatever you want to call it, which is one of the reasons I think recording weddings is such a great thing to do, because then you don't even have to worry about the wardrobe. All that's taken care of, location's taken care of, everyone's clothes, everything looks great. There's usually pretty good lighting depending on where you are. So if you haven't filmed a wedding, it's a good way to improve your skills, but that's not what we're talking about here. So I'm going to get right down into this, and we're going to talk about this section from Moon Knight. So we are here looking at a very yellow setting. So we cut from the temple there where Khonshu, let me pause this, it's not working. Khonshu was talking to Amit, the two Egyptian gods, and they're about to start duking it out. And then we cut to Mark, who got shot in the previous episode. Spoiler alert, he's dead right now. And so he's in the underworld or afterlife type of thing. And in the whole last episode, he was trying to balance himself out so he could make it to, I guess, their version of heaven. And here, when he makes it there, or at least half of him, because Mark is there, but what's his name? I just watched it. Steven. He was helping fight someone who was trying to pull them off the ship and fell down into the sand dunes in the underworld and kind of froze into a sand statue. So now we're here and he's made it, and it is a gold look. So you see this here, the color, the yellow type of color gives a warm feeling. So he made it to the place he wants to be. But you got to think about different colors evoke different emotions. You've got green, red, blue, every part of the color wheel. You can make colors represent whatever you want, but there is a typical general feeling that different colors give off, and there's whole theory behind all that. I'll start making some videos on that as well. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in, because using those colors can make a big difference, and we're going to contrast this with something that happens later. So as we're watching this, he's having a discussion with the hippo lady, because Steven got left behind. He's like, what about him? You know, is he going to be here? She's like, nope. You're good now. You balanced out the scales for your heart deal thing that was going on before on the boat. But, you know, he's stuck in the underworld, going to be a little sand statue forever. So he's talking about Steven here. He's kind of sad. She's like, hey, you're good. Don't worry about him. You made it.
No, I'm not good with that.
So then he pretty much tells her, hey, yeah, I'm not into this. He deserves to be here too. We're like one person. We've been working together this whole time. I'm not good with this. I'm going to go save him. So he starts going, turning around, and look what happens. Everything's turning blue and kind of dark. So now he's back in the other part of the underworld, and instead of being all yellow and warm, now we're the opposite of that. If you look at the color wheel, blue and yellow are on opposite sides. So using colors that are on opposite sides of the color wheel are a good way to contrast different feelings or emotions. So yellow, warm, he's in the heaven type area, and now cold, blue looking, he's back down in the underworld where where Steven got stuck. And so we see this whole setting here. I'm just going to leave it here and talk about it for a second, because this is all I want to cover. But like we said, it's cold, dark, a lot different from the bright warmness we saw before. But what's interesting is you can also kind of see that yellow a little bit through the clouds. It's not all completely overcast. It's showing that there is something beyond. I guess, and they're the people that are moving through this section before they get to the final afterlife. I guess this is Egyptian fate, god stuff, whatever. But, you know, for the storytelling aspect, it's almost like, okay, you can see what you're trying to get to and know what's there and what's possible. And you're trying to, you know, navigate your way through this part like they're on that ship before. So I think it's pretty interesting here. And then there is one more part I just remembered. So he comes up to Stephen and he's talking to him. Obviously, Stephen's frozen and he's sad about it. And there's this little heart thing that he was trying to balance before, and it's made whole now, and Mark had it in the yellow afterlife place. So then he gets down in the sand and he starts turning into a sand statue as well. And as that's happening, he reaches up and puts his hand on Stephen's hand, and he has that heart, so it's touching both of them. And everything's dark, cold now, but then this door opens, the light comes, then the heart changes colors and it glows. So what we see here, they're essentially both dead, right? They turn kind of sandy, blue, all that stuff. But then the heart that connects both of them just lit up and became yellow, showing life, what we saw before, the afterlife. And so now, what do you think's gonna happen? The doors for them to go back where they came from is opening. Now he's being released from the sand statue prison thing. So is Mark. And they are both essentially given life again, given a new try, or a second try, I guess, at life, so he can go back to where he got shot and hopefully get better. But that is just a look there at how colors can make a big difference in storytelling. And just, it's not necessarily that using a color is going to make your story better, but if you think a little bit about not just colors like this, oh, this setting I want it yellow, this setting I want it blue, kind of like in the Matrix. If you've seen that, all the stuff that happens inside the Matrix computer world is all green tinted, but then when you get to the real world, it's all blue and looks all like normal type of colors without the green tint. So little subtle things like that can help in your mind know what's going on or where it is, and your mind just kind of processes these things without you even realizing it, and it just helps to emphasize the story more. And the same goes with people's clothes, all kinds of different stuff. So let me know if you want to see more videos on that, because there's a lot of cool things with color you can do to make your videos pretty awesome. This Moon Knight series I thought was quite good. It was interesting, especially the twist at the end of this episode. It's making me want to see what happens in the next season, because I'm sure they're going to make more. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.